going on, chess friends? Today I am playing a game of chess here. 5 minutes with 3 seconds of increment. Looks like we have the fantasy variation of the Caro card. So here I will play Queen D6, I think. The game started with D4, C6, D4, D5, F3, D6, now Knight C3. Interesting. What do I want to do here? Do I want to take, then play E5? Maybe? Or do I play E5 right away? This is something that I definitely need to think about. Probably I'll take first. Now I will play E5. Idea is just to open up this diagonal so I can play bishop C5 and start attacking this weak diagonal here. So, for example, now I can play takes. I play bishop C5 because knight here. Maybe I play this first. Maybe he'll play bishop C4 now, threatening this. I do have this intestinal, this other threat of taking this and taking that. It's a very sharp blind against the fantasy variation of the Caricon. It can catch people off guard if they're not really prepared for something like this. I think fantasy variation players generally, want an attacking game to begin with. So this kind of throws them off a little bit when they see such sharp type of an approach from black. It's a pretty strong player. Someone rated over 2100 in Blitz is definitely a good player. So I can take here. Then he takes my queen. I take this, takes my rook. So he's getting my queen and rook. I'm getting his knight and queen. I think overall a queen trade definitely would help me in this kind of a position. Although he's got that bishop pair right now, and it's just I don't know. He just has quite a bit of pressure here in this position. I can definitely say that much. Okay. Take this way. We'll take this pawn. I'm sure. Yep. But now I do get the chance to quickly castle here, so that's good. Maybe his open king might offer some compensation to me. Now he's got one less bishop. He's traded the bishop pair off, and he's got the open king. He's up a pawn, but I don't know. I have a lead in development. He's got an unsafe king, but he's up a pawn. This king looks a little unsafe over there, also. Let's go ahead and get this knight here. Bring it in with a tempo. So now quick spin one tempo to get some, give my king some breathing room here in case if the back rank becomes an issue later on. Kind of questions the queen a little bit as well. The queen is pretty well placed here, so I want to get that queen off of there. So my knight has access to this square right here. We might just play this, possibly. But I have knight e5. If I can play knight e5, knight d3, that might be an interesting option for me here. Oh, so is he threatening to sacrifice on h6 here? He's definitely going to play that. We bring the king, queen in now to give some support. Once this pawn start rolling, it's going to be a little difficult for me to keep up with this. I will definitely have some struggles. Yeah, that pawn is already rolling now. Maybe I just double up here. I had to go for this sacrifice because I have very little time and I need to get some play going here. The setup was just way too solid and I had to break that up. So this was just a practical sacrifice to just try to get some, just complicate the game a little bit at least, if nothing else. Maybe I'll go for these pawns here. I don't know. Position is probably lost for me at this point, but I have to try something. The thing is that I can't easily do a rook lift. That's the main problem that I'm having here. To protect this. position now. Barely hanging on. Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be a checkmate here. Well, it was a good game. Let's quickly look at it to see if there's anything we could have done a little differently here. So, definitely not the most accurate. I think all this is fine. Then e5 is even correct. Then bishop g4 was the first inaccuracy, although it's not losing, I don't think. Should have just taken the pawn at d4. Okay, so bishop g4, check, and took here. Played b5. That was the main mistake. Should have just taken on d4. Okay, I see. And then take the knight. He's got quite a bit of advantage now because of control of d6 and my king. So queen came in. Here was correct. Then he took, allowed me to castle and kind of equalize the position a little bit. That's when I was telling you guys about how I have some compensation even though I'm down the pawn. And then here, yeah, b4 would have been one interesting idea. Try to attack on the queen side. But I pushed his pieces back this way a little bit. Came back with the queen, but yeah, it's just a lot of pressure right now. I think like this. And here I was just kind of just doing something crazy just because of time trouble. I took this. This probably doesn't work. It did kind of complicate the position a little bit at least. Took this, and here it's just lost. I think. Oh, wow, what an interesting move here I had. Oh, I didn't have an interesting move. Just kidding. It's just dead loss. I want you to take the rook. Check. Here, obviously this leaves the mate. There was nothing to be done here. Yeah, so overall takeaways from this game is just kind of knowing the theory behind this opening um, in the Caro-Kann against the fantasy variation. And yeah, I think I just allowed him to get. I just didn't really care that much about king safety, so I think that I should have taken that into account when making all those trades in the opening. Other than that, I think it was a decent game. Not too unsatisfied with it, even though it was a loss. But it is what it is. It was good practice for sure. Hope to catch you guys in my next video.